June 1944. The world's eyes were fixed on Normandy. The Allies were storming the beaches of France. The end of the war in Europe seemed in sight. But on the other side of the world, on the exact same front, Japan was launching its largest land offensive of the entire war. 500,000 men on a forgotten front. This is the story of Operation Ichi-Go, the biggest battle you've never heard of and the last desperate gamble to win the war. By 1944, Japan was losing the sea. American Flying Tiger pilots, led by General Sheno, were based deep in China, strangling Japanese supply lines. These airbases were a dagger pointed at Japan. The Japanese high command knew they had to be destroyed. Their plan, Operation Ichi-Go. Goal: launch a massive ground invasion, smash through China, and capture every single American airbase. The offensive began in April 1944. It was an iron storm. 500,000 Japanese soldiers, with tanks and heavy artillery, smashed into the exhausted, poorly equipped Chinese armies. The Chinese fought bravely, but after 7 years of war, their armies were on the verge of collapse. They were overrun. City after city fell. Only the American Flying Tigers could slow them down, flying non-stop missions, desperately trying to halt the Iron Tide, but they were just too few. By November 1944, the situation was hopeless. The Japanese were at the gates of the main air bases. General Sheno was given the horrifying order: destroy everything. Americans were forced to dynamite their own runways, blow up their own barracks, and set fire to their own planes to keep them from falling into enemy hands. By December 1944, Japan had won. Operation Ichi-Go was a tactical success. The air bases were captured. A land route from Korea to Vietnam was secured. But it was all for nothing. By the time they captured the bases, America had taken the Mariana Islands. The new B-29 super fortresses were now bombing Tokyo from untouchable runways in the Pacific. Japan had sacrificed 100,000 men and its last great army to conquer a threat that had already moved. It was the largest, most successful, and most pointless offensive of the war. A brutal, forgotten chapter of a war so vast, its largest battles could be lost to history.